As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 would probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 would be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
Gervonta, yeah, I'm with it. I'm down.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. I think how they talk about Bud and Earl, I think that me and Tank is that type of fight. So respect the Tank, but I'm definitely down for it.
Now I gotta ask you. Obviously, you feel like you would win the fight, but based on what you saw, how would you break Tank down?
I can't say no game plans. It's gonna happen one day for sure. I know that me and him is gonna survive in this era, and as long as it was good, champ. We're gonna survive in this era, and I feel like it's gonna be the biggest fight one day. So I can't really tell you the game plan. When it happens, y'all gonna. Yo, that's dope. I got Floyd to come to a top rank fight.
What did he say? What did he say? Any words of encouragement or?
Yeah. He came here to support me. I appreciate Floyd. I apologize to him. I apologize to Andre Ward. I apologize to Terrence Crawford. All my idols, I put on a bad performance. They came out to see a great performance. I put on bad ones.
I think Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing them in...
How much easier is boxing when Shakur Stevenson is not in front of you? That guy's difficult, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Shakur is guy has a ring IQ like none other. He's defensive is another level. His speed's great, his long reach, I couldn't get close to him.
Shakur against Gervonta Davis is, for me, the best fight in boxing. I mean, talk about the lightweight division. It's the king of the lightweights. 2 American fighters, 2 undefeated fighters, multi-weight champions. Just a natural fight. But let's get through Schofield next Saturday. Hopefully fights Zepeda, and then Tank. And that's the 2025 of Shakur Stevenson.
It's the plan for that Tank fight. Obviously, he's got a fight coming up. Is it laser focused if they both get through their next fights and trying to make that fight this year?
Yeah, 100% this year. We can do it next. It's not a problem. But we are supposed to fight Zepeda. He may go missing. But if he doesn't, we do the Zepeda fight, and then we'll fight Tank in the winter. But no problem, Shakur will fight Tank at any...
Floyd Mayweather's recent admission has the boxing world questioning whether Gervonta Tank Davis's undefeated record is in danger, with a potential matchup against Shakur Stevenson looming. And Mayweather may already know something about Stevenson that others are just catching on to.
We had a window for Tank versus Shakur. Gervonta said, we can't fight if you're over there. He became a free agent and went over there. We can say for sure that Tank's available and he ain't going nowhere. He signed a 6-fight deal and that's where he is. He's the man. If you want to fight him, you wouldn't instruct someone not to negotiate with him and then sign with him. Me, I never wanted Tank versus Shakur. I just thought the fight wasn't ready yet. I didn't see it as an entertaining fight, and I saw it as a fight that Gervonta Tank Davis would easily win. So I wanted the rematch with him and Pitbull. So my whole idea was, he's not ready. He needs to fight a Joe Cordina and a Zepeda and shit. And that's when y'all called me out on it. No, showbiz, that's a duck. Shakur called out Gervonta and went another direction. Ducked.
Mayweather publicly stated that despite Tank Davis being the most feared knockout puncher at 135 pounds, Shakur Stevenson is the most skillful fighter in the division, completely overlooking Tank's devastating power.
Floyd, when you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? Who you would put where?
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 would probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 would be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
what is it about him? Because I know you have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that.
Coming from Mayweather, a legend who built his entire career on skill over power, calling Shakur the most skillful fighter and comparing him to Pernell Whitaker is a clear warning that Tank's aggression alone may not be enough to break down an elite defensive fighter.
To my left, if he was from the UK, he would be what we call a national treasure. He would be a superstar. And he should be not just a superstar of boxing, but a superstar of American sport. He's 27 years of age. He's a 3-division world champion, and he's never broken sweat. Eric Gomez said it right about comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. I also put him with the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard, Pernell Whitaker, all of the greats. This is how good this man is. But for greatness, you need a great opponent, and that is William Zepeda. And this is the fight where Shakur Stevenson will show everybody how great and...
Shakur's style is a nightmare for power punchers because, as Terrence Crawford explained, he is impossibly difficult to hit, leaving heavy hitters like Tank exhausted and unable to land clean shots.
When you see them sitting at a press conference and they sitting and they do that face-off, that's the real signing of the contract. Let's keep it real. And then sometimes you got to watch that, because I remember that situation. Brody and Tank went through that. Then Brody had the situation and that fell out. So you really got to really look at it, and just stay like this and just hope you can make it all the way to the first part of the finish line. You know what I'm saying? And that's the scale. So when you make it to that point, you down there in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just wait, be patient, try to strategize what's the next camp gonna look like, based on what opponent we fighting. What sparring partners we're going to have, how we're going to start camp off, what's going on with the individual, so that's what I kind of focus on, to tell you the truth, I try not to strip it, you know what I'm saying, because it's combat sport, you know what I'm saying, and everybody, you train, you go through that. When I was on the panel with all these great coaches.
Well, I was there, I watched it.
Yeah, Robert said something about, when you've been doing it for so long and the body go through its changes, go through that, and you've been on that level for so long. And I said, Dad, that makes sense. So what I try to do is, you never know what's going to happen at any given time. That's what you prepare for.
As Oscar Valdez learned firsthand, Shakur is always just out of reach no matter how hard you swing, making Tank's knockout power useless if he can't land clean, like having a loaded gun with no target.
Shakur the guy that beats Gervonta, in your opinion?
No, it's a tough one because Tank carries a punch, but if you're gonna knock somebody out, you gotta first hit him. And Shakur is very difficult to hit. He's always a step away. Shakur, what can I say? People saw the fight. I gave him my best, and try to land those shots is not easy. And even if you land those shots, it's in a defensive way where he's kind of backing up and you can't get with a clean shot to even land that knockout that everybody wants.
Rumors are swirling that Tank's camp is avoiding the Shakur fight altogether, with Tank's own trainer Calvin Ford practically confirming it by questioning why he would ever put his fighter in a position where his strengths are neutralized.
Bias, don't just say that because it's your man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
We're gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. Shakur is different. People may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring, he's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done, so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is what, three-way world champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
how many actual real titles have Shakur? Tank had like what, 2?
Yeah, I think 2. He got
real,
WBA right
real
now.
Titles.
The real one.
You know, and Pedraza, he drank Pedraza. And,
that's what Keyshawn said. But I feel like if you're the A side, you get the you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, but like let's do it on a even playing field. Like give that man enough time to train. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Tank is great for what he do, and I respect Tank in the ring and his skills and his power and his attribute and he's smart.
Yeah.
He's definitely smart. He can box his ass off. And I'm not saying I would pick Shakur just because of our differences. I'm telling you as a fighter.
Yeah.
I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank would be able to land those big shots on Shakur.
For many longtime fans, that was all the proof they needed. It sounded far less like a strategic business delay and much more like an accidental admission that Mayweather Promotions knows Stevenson is custom-built to steal Tank's flawless record and ruin his aura of invincibility.
The thing is with Tank, who I think is a brilliant fighter, right? So exciting, very heavy-handed. He loses a lot of rounds, right? He lost rounds against Frank Martin. He lost rounds against Ryan Garcia. He lost rounds against Pitbull Cruz. And these are all guys that aren't on the same level as Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. So he has to put a dent in these people, otherwise he'll get beat. But he does put a dent in them because he punches really hard, and Tank's not just a puncher, he's got a good boxing IQ as well. I just don't think he technically, or the IQ is as good as Lomachenko or as good as Shakur Stevenson. But can he put a dent in them? Because I promise you this, if he don't stop these people, he will be behind at nearly every junction of those fights, Lomachenko included. I think he stops Lomachenko, but he'll be behind.
The avoidance accusations exploded when rumors surfaced that Tank was targeting a lucrative fight with Jake Paul instead of Shakur, prompting Stevenson to publicly call him out for dodging a real legacy-defining challenge and hiding behind easy paydays.
Like the rumors of Tank and Jake, like
man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it. I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better.
Tank fired back at critics, telling them to mind their own business, making it clear he currently values big money fights over the risky battles needed to cement a true legacy.
A lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the Roach rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport.
Mike Tyson, one of boxing's greatest legends, has thrown his support behind Shakur Stevenson in the upcoming fight against Tank. Tyson warns that if Tank sits back and allows Shakur to dictate the pace and control the distance, he will be in serious trouble. According to Tyson, Shakur will systematically break Tank down and pick him apart round by round until the fight is completely out of reach.
People fans compare you and Gervonta, saying that, you guys are similar. Do you agree with that?
He's a great fighter. Especially when he's serious about it. I don't know if he's as serious as he used to be. But when he was serious, he was a hell of a fighter. Nobody came close. He's the only one I gave a chance against. Shakur and that guy, Keyshawn Davis, they're scary fighters too because they're sophisticated. The other guy's sophisticated than me, but Tank is just force of nature. You know, you just gotta give him the credit. You know, even though he's talk shit and stuff, he's the fucking man.
If they fight, ever fight.
Excuse me?
If they ever fight.
Who fight? Shakur and Tank. Oh God, I don't even. Ooh. It's gonna be interesting because if Shakur handles this guy like he did Lopez, I'm gonna say the hell with him. I'm gonna say the hell with Shakur, man. If he just handles this guy like he did, the hell with him.
Terrence Crawford is publicly pressuring Gervonta Tank Davis on social media to fight Shakur Stevenson. The boxing world is united in wanting this matchup, with the central question being whether Tank's knockout power is enough to break through Shakur Stevenson's elite defensive skills.
What else do you do? Like Shakur not boxing. I feel like your
I'm
identity
a
is boxing
person,
though.
bro.
Nigga. You a boxing. You so boxing that is like, if you don't do this, then what? Like,
if I don't do this, I'm going to enjoy my family, start a business, treat the business as if I'm treating boxing.
What kind of business do you start?
I don't know. That's something I got to sit down and see. Mostly what I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
Because if you want to like develop and be the best at like in life and anything, you have to be passionate and want to do it even when you don't want to do it. You gotta have that love for whatever you do. So in business, I'm going to start a business at the boxing. And I'm going to become like...
Is it going to be a boxing related business?
I don't know.
What adds another layer to this story is Shakur Stevenson's close personal relationship with Floyd Mayweather. It goes beyond mere admiration. Mayweather has taken Stevenson under his wing as a mentor, privately sharing rare boxing insights and techniques that few fighters ever get to learn.
May call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters. Yeah. Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done. So it's not marketable. But he can't do that.
The Floyd-Shakur connection clearly rattled Tank's camp. Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerbe was quick to respond publicly, claiming Shakur would be easily beaten, a move seen as damage control to preserve Tank's tough image after Mayweather's own genuine praise of Stevenson began to create cracks in the Mayweather/Tank brand.
As it relates to the Shakur Stevenson fight, Tank wants him, but it's all about the timing of everything.
I feel that we've got a 2-fight plan with Shakur. Hopefully extends Joe Cordina, Zepeda in February. I think that Tank against Shakur is one of the biggest fights in the sport. It's going to take someone as good as Shakur to give him a real fight, and I love that fight. I love that.
Through all the politics and delays, Shakur Stevenson stays fully confident. He sees a fight with Tank as boxing's ultimate mega event, one that would define his legacy and make him a global star. He believes the business obstacles will eventually clear, and when fight night comes, he's certain the victory will be his.
The gun to your head, when are we going to see the Shakur Tanks, the Shakur Devin, the Devin Tanks?
There's only one fight that is really
the one.
Like, if we were like going to be for real about it, like,
keep it honest. What's
like,
the fight?
My opinion, because we talking about like skill and like boxing, like all around boxing, right?
Yeah.
Because we ain't talking about somebody that just got a good jab or what.
Yeah.
We talking about like all around.
Can do everything.
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah.
Me and Tank the biggest fight.
That's the one.
It's the biggest fight in the world.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens.
Y'all, what you think? Like 147, 140?
Nah, hell no.
You think
135?
35, 40, I don't know. I could see it happening not too far in the future.
Really?
Yeah. I think Tank will sign that contract.
Dang.
And I'm going to sign a contract.
As promotional barriers in boxing continue to break down, the big question remains whether public pressure will finally make this fight happen or whether business interest will keep Tank away from his most dangerous matchup. The video closes by inviting viewers to share their thoughts and engage with the channel.